everybody, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be making a A7 size card, which is 7 by 5 inches. So we're going to go ahead and cut down 2 different pieces of cardstock. I have 80 pound and 110 pound. 110 pound will be for my card base, and then the 80 pound cardstock will be for the panel. We will also be using this diamond glitter paper from Cardstock Warehouse. And then the following stamps and dies that we'll be using are all from Pink Fresh Studio. So we got a wide variety. We have Hobby Lobby, Cardstock, we have Cardstock Warehouse, and then Pink Fresh Studio stamps and dies, and then Ulta New inks. So lots going on here. We're going to be using Garden Tapestry, and we're going to be using this pretty die set or stamp set, and here's kind of like what it looks like. And then it has really pretty sentiments. Life is better with friends. Take care of you. Thank you for making me smile, and then sending caring thoughts, which is the sentiment that we're going to be using. We also have the coordinating dies for it. Unfortunately, my sentiment, unless I may change depending on how it's going to fit here, but this does not have the coordinating die for that, so we're going to have to either fussy cut it, or we're going to have to figure something else out. And then we also have the coordinating stencils, and then I'm so eager to use this. We're going to use the interlaced diamonds from Pink Fresh Studio, and we're going to do that with the glitter, the diamond glitter. The colors that we will be using is Wisteria, Andromeda, Pistachio for the greens, and Misty Sage, and then we're going to use Jet Black. So I think what we'll do first is let's get to stamping. Okay, bringing in my scrap. This is 80 pound, so panel is 80 pound, card base 110, and I bought that from Hobby Lobby. Sorry if you can hear the wind. It is so windy today. Not hating on it. We just literally had a lot of snow last week. Well, sleet, like almost 2 inches of sleet, and which is a lot for us. And now we're 70-degree weather. Figure that one out. Okay, I'm just conditioning my stamp. I haven't used it at all. Once you use it, you don't have to condition it anymore. That just takes the film off of the stamp and gives you a better impression. And you don't, I just use this from Ulta New, and then I can stamp. Is it going to work all the time perfectly? No, just really helps out. Okay, let's get that all stamped up, and then I'll get that there. Okay. Okay, see how it didn't lift my paper up? And that's good, because that means it conditioned really well. Okay, I definitely need to re-ink this and get a better impression. That little stamp chamois that I was using, and I'm just drying this off right now, is really nice. I know it's kind of molting, if you will. That's just because it was dry and I needed to add some water to it. And it's from Lawn Fawn. I've bought stuff from scrapbook.com and I did not like it. It was getting all over my fingers, although you see some right now, and that's just because it was dry and I was getting ink all on me. So that was my fault. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in here in case I need to restamp this, because we're going to be ink blending, and you know, when you ink blend, sometimes that dulls out the black ink, which I might be okay with that, honestly, but we will, I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to leave this in here. I'm going to let it air dry, actually, and then, because I did wet that down pretty good. Now, what's nice about Pink Fresh Studio, they give you what it looks like, so you can kind of have an idea, you know, what color you need first. And I think what I'll do, I don't think it matters. I think we'll do the wisteria. Okay. Get some on my blending brush. Tap some of that off, get it into the bristle. And then we'll start lightly ink blending. Let me know what you guys like to do. Are you more of an ink blender or are you a colorist? Do you prefer to just color instead of ink blending? I'm not that great at coloring. What I would love to do is take a class in just color. I would love to know what colors complement each other. I know I watch Kathy Zilski's coloring classes, if you will, and they're so informative, but she just doesn't go into much detail, as you would get in a seminar. So I really appreciate her channel and what she has to give. Okay, so that's the first color. I'm just going to clean this with some rubbing alcohol and then take that off. Okay, let's get that off. And I'm just going to clean this with some rubbing alcohol. Okay, so what I'll do is just put some music on and fast forward through this ink blending process. And we'll see what it looks like. Got that all? Look how pretty that is. I love those purples and greens together. It is so beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. There you go. And I'm going to run this through my Big Shot. Here we go. Oh, so pretty. Love it. So I'm going to be using check-in stamps. I'm going to select the Long Distance Hug. This is from Christina Werner, and I have the coordinating dies, and I'm going a different direction just because when I paused this video, I got a notification that this just came in. I had purchased these stamps but didn't have the dies. They didn't have them in stock, and as soon as I got notified they were in stock, I was like, yep, I'm getting them. And so the dies just came in, so I immediately stopped the video, went and got it because I really wanted to use these stamps, but I didn't think they were going to come in on time. So using that same scrap piece of paper, I am going to stamp my sentiment. And we're going to use Altenews ink to emboss. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I did quick research real quick, and it says that you are able to emboss. So I'm just using Simon Says Stamp. My gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Anti-powder. Wow, okay. And then I'm going to use the Andromeda. If I'm not saying that right, my apologies. And I'm going to get this ink on here. And then I'm going to use my from Recollections clear embossing ink just to give it this shiny look. I don't want to have too much additional pizzazz on it, if you will, because you know, we already have that glitter background, which I actually, you know, I may not even use. I may not. Sorry, I may not use. And I'm disappointed just like you. I was playing around with the sentiment off camera, and I am not digging, I'm not digging the background, the one that we just cut out, the laced background, whatever it's called. So, I don't know, we'll see. And then I'm going to use clear, translucent embossing powder. Let that stay on there for a second. Actually, I just let that open. Okay. Okay, it's hard to tell what's on the paper and what's on the ink, because you don't want to have emboss. You don't want to emboss where you don't want it to emboss, right? I do like the muted purple though. That is pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and heat my tool up and then heat up my paper and let this melt. Oh my goodness, it works. And you can see how shiny it is. Right? Okay, so it does work. Okay. I think that's good. And put that there. Let me know. This is going to be a sympathy card for someone who I know who lost their husband. Let me know if this is appropriate. Long distance hug. I think so. It's a little different, wouldn't you say, from, you know, my sincere apologies or, you know, whatever. Oh, love it. That's really pretty. I like it. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna place this here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to glue this directly onto the card panel, and then I'm going to pop up the sentiment. Okay. I think I got a little high, but this should be okay. And then okay, now I'm gonna pop up my sentiment. Should probably just use my little pop dots, but I got these out. Use them. Okay, I added some foam tape to the back of it, and now what I'm going to do is just going to add some glue just to give me a few extra seconds of maneuvering it around into location. Sometimes that glue, it adheres fast. Like, I didn't get a chance to move this down, so that's why it's slightly up. So you kind of just got to, you know, use your best judgment. Okay. And let's see. There we go. That looks super cute. Now, since this is a sympathy card, I don't know, if it's appropriate or a good idea to add any, extra, but I just kind of, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. Let me know if you think this was not appropriate. I really do think it needs a little something extra. I admire those who could just add glue, 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 and then add it without even seeing it first. I can't do that. That's just not my area of expertise. I'm a very visual person, and I need to see it to believe it. There we go. Okay, perfect. And she's done. Oh, I think this is really pretty. Oh, you know what? She's not. I lied. And I'm going to add that to the back. Right there. And there we go. There's my card. I'm going to keep that I'm going to keep the tape there so I can keep it closed for pictures, but I'm kind of glad that I did not go with an interlaced die. I think that it just would have been too much, and I think that the little bling, if you will, is just enough. So there's our card. Let me know what you think. I think this turned out super pretty. Hope this card gives her some type of joy during this difficult time. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys all in the next video. Bye.